How about J-Mo? Now listen. Okay, I'm an old man.
You are.
I don't like when J-Mo does his celebrations. What
He
I mean
should
by
flip
that.
the ball
Listen
like
to
Barry
me.
Sanders.
Listen to me. I didn't like the flip 2 weeks ago because I don't want to see him hurt. And I certainly didn't like what he did here, only because he got a flag. I didn't care that he said he didn't know there was a penalty. And to tell you the truth, I forgot that there's a penalty if you do anything with the goalpost. It's the old Randy Moss rule. It's the Joe Horn rule from years and years ago. I don't know if you were around, Justin, but years and years ago on a Sunday Night Football, Saints were playing. I think they're playing the Giants. And Joe Horn catches the touchdown. He goes, lifts the
with the phone?
Yeah, and the phone's underneath the padding.
Yep.
He makes a call. They threw a flag. And then, of course, you know what? That's a disgusting act. Joe Buck talked about Randy Moss wiping his ass on the goalpost. You remember that one?
Oh,
That
yeah,
was pretty funny.
one.
Okay.
That was
pretty
a
funny.
good
So
one.
now you got this one. And then you saw George Pickens do it on Monday night. He did the J-Mo.
You can arguably say Calvin, too. Dunking on the upright. It
True.
bent it a little bit.
Did Calvin get flagged?
Oh, yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
So you can't do
He bent
anything
the
with the goalpost. So listen to J-Mo. He looks like, hey, man, leave me alone. Here he is.
So I'm just curious, what did Dan say to you coming off the field on that one? And what do you have to do moving forward just to maybe avoid a couple of those here or there?
I'm pretty sure Dan already told y'all what he said. He told me, just a good play, just don't do it again. What was the second part?
Are you cognizant of the fact that you got to limit those a little bit down the stretch? You don't want one in a key spot.
It's not something. You think it's something I do like often? I feel like I only got it one time a year. It's something I can control for sure, but we're just gonna move past it. It's a new week. We got a new game, and that's just that.
Justin, I'm coming to you first. Go ahead.
Let the kid play, man.
Right.
I mean, I get, poor timing on him
He cost you
doing
a
it.
point.
All right, if he would have done it at Ford Field, it wouldn't have been an issue, though, because Bates wouldn't have missed the kick.
You don't know that.
What's Bates' extra point percentage or field goal percentage from 40 yards? Over
missed-
95%.
Okay.
I don't. But let the kid play. When he's playing at his best, he's got a smile on his face. He's moving quick. He's humping the ground. Let the kid play, okay? Like he's in the Coney Island serving the youth. KG, come on. I know you want to back me up over there.
No, I do. Two things can be true. One, J-Mo has to know better because you can't do nothing with the goalposts in terms of celebrating. Like, they gonna flag that every single time.
My guy.
And it's funny. I just keep thinking back to our post-game show. Somebody in the chat was like, J-Mo just cannot stop humping things. That shit was it's still funny as hell to me. But at the same time, you gotta let the kid have fun. You just gotta do it in moderation. You gotta do it responsibly, and you gotta know, don't do anything on the goalpost. They looking to flag that shit every time. But he'll be better in the future. I'm not worried about it.
John effing Lord says, LOL, Maz not going to win stats with Jesus. With you. I'm not going to win at stats. You got the stats.
The
I do.
Stats.
Anyway.
I used to read. This is a poll for me. Sports almanacs. Every year they'd come out with a new one. I'd read the whole thing. Like when I was a kid. That was like my like.
Yeah,
You're right.
I did the same thing.
Yeah.
I did the same thing. I can still tell you about the 73 Knicks, the last championship.
Right. He don't know nothing about old
in
stats.
basketball.
Tell him about the old stats, man.
Yeah. Tell me about Babe Ruth, Mass.
99 and down. You got that shit, man. Stop playing with him.
I do envy you. You got to watch Sergei Fedorov play.
I did. I got a jersey at home, and I got his stick off of the ice off the first Stanley Cup. Gave it to us.
That's sick.
Beautiful.
Mike Vernon gave us his cigar, and Sergey gave us his stick.
That's awesome.
That was awesome. And I was there for his big 5-goal game. I was alone for the first time doing the pre-game, post-game. Dan Dickerson was doing it.
Shout out.
And he was having his first kid. Justin was being born his second kid. So I got stuck there alone. I'm like, okay. And then he goes out and scores 5 freaking goals.
That's so cool.
And I had to do the interview at the end of the game. I was crapping myself, but they were great. They've always been, the Red Wings were great to us back in the day. I've always that was amazing. Got to hold the cup coming off the ice. It was unbelievable. But I digress. JB, I didn't ask you about J-Mo and his antics. Are you okay with them?
I mean, I'm still cool, okay with him. I don't know if I sit here and 100% believe that like he didn't know that this could cause a flag or a penalty. So I'm still up and down about that. But he is still young. He is still yearning.
He's not that young. He's 4 years in.
He's 4 years in, but like you don't know everything, and I can't really just sit here and be like, you know what, you should do better, know better. He's still maturing for his time entering in the NFL as well. So. I don't really know if I can sit here and like punish him fully, but at the same time, does he get a pass for everything that he does now? Like, I'm not gonna give him a pass. Like after this, it's like, hey, you got to smarten up, bro.
He knows Dan Campbell loves him. He knows Dan Campbell. That's his guy. Ever since he took it over from John Morton, the play calling, J-Mo's been in the game more. You see it, and J-Mo knows it. And remember what John Morton said: "I failed J-Mo. I failed him." Yeah, he did. It probably cost him his job. Hey, an update on the your favorite Lions uniform combo, the poll that JB has put up. Guys, they still have time to vote. Over 120 votes and counting right now. The Blueberries have 25%. The Blackouts have 50%. And the Blue Jersey and Silver Pants have 26%. I'm in second place, barely right now, with the Blue Jersey and Silver Pants.
Bring the Silver Pants back.
Somehow, I think I'm going to lose this battle to the Blackouts, but... Here we go. Jared Goff
Change with the times.
and Amon-Ra St. Brown, or as Sean's wife calls him, Kali Ra St. James. Remember that?
Yeah, man.
Kali Ra St. James.
Why? What's the lure there?
She just thought, no, she thought that was his name.
Oh, okay.
She thought that was his name.
She don't know football.
She don't know.
He doesn't watch a lot of games.
St. Brown was
He's
asked.
also known as the Booty Bandit.
Yep. St. Brown was asked by a bunch of reporters if there's a disconnect between Jared Goff and the receivers, and especially Jared Goff and Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Who asked this question?
Yeah, I just want to tell you, and thanks to Eric Woodward
Shout
for the
out.
sound. Check it out.
No, I don't think there's any disconnect. Obviously there's a few plays that in that last game wish we would have had back, but it's just the little things here and there. Few plays, whether it's me, whether it's someone else, just not connecting. But if you'd ask anyone in this building, we're not worried. We got the right guys, we made the right people, the right coaches, the right everything. So we got the guys to, move on, get the things fixed, and get ready in a good defense in New York.
What does that say about you and Jared, though, where y'all had one bad game and it's just like, people don't see that often, you know what I mean? Just talk about just the connection that you guys have developed and just that it is being scrutinized so much because you rarely ever see it like that.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Jared one bit. None of us are. I feel like, we've been, connecting for so long, for so well. One game or something to not connect. I mean, it happens. It happens to the best of them, and you just got to move on and, keep going. You can't control it. It already happened. It's in the past. But like I said, we're not worried. I'm not worried about anybody on this, on this team, because I feel like, we're made of the right guys. I feel like Dan and Brad, they bring in guys that, are all the same, the same mindset, the same head frame. So this team is, I feel like full of resilient dudes, gritty dudes, and we just move on and keep going.
Kentucky Green, I'm coming to you first here.
All right.
What do you think about the Saint and how he's taking all of this?
I think that's a blasphemous question. We got too much data over the last 3 to 4 years that suggests I say it all the time during the watch parties. Death, taxes, and golf to St. Brown. That's been one of the most unstoppable connections in all of football. And yes, they are having a couple of down weeks, but overall, I'm not worried about those two at all. They'll be able. I think Jared Goff maybe has the most chemistry with St. Brown on this team, and there's no question about that. If you were to line up all the wide receivers, I would say that they have the strongest chemistry on the team, and I expect them to be better going forward. But I have no worries about that duo.
There are a few more drops there, Justin, this year between these two guys. I mean, and like I said, Saint might be playing hurt. He might be playing hurt, and I brought it up a few weeks ago, and the guys made fun of me. I said he just doesn't seem like the same guy. In the first few weeks, he was leading the NFL in receptions, not yardage, but receptions. But now it's taking a downturn.
Unlike the black jerseys, I vibe with you on this one. And I've been telling KG that's for 2 weeks as well on the postgame show. That Saint does not look right. He doesn't look like he is playing to what we are used to seeing out of him. And 12 targets, 2 catches.
Wow.
That's a uncharacteristic
Yes.
stat line if I've ever heard one for Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah.
Mr. Consistency.
Yes.
Mr. No Drop. That's a crazy stat line, and I don't want to put it all on Goff because he had some drops too, but their connection last week was not there,
No.
and it needs to be there for the rest of the season for this team to do anything. He makes this offense go. A lot of people think that Gibbs makes this offense go, but when it's third and long and you need that completion, it's always St. Brown.
I agree, man, and he just does. It doesn't look the same, and the passes aren't crisp. They're not right there. I mean, if you get your hand on the ball, I guess they say that's a drop, and a lot of those were behind him. Remember, a lot of those passes were behind him, and I'm not only including the Eagle game. I'm including the Viking game as well. It didn't look good in the Minnesota game as well, and I know he had 99 yards it turned out, but it was all at the end of the game. If they got the ball back one more time, they probably would have tied that game or won it. JB, I come to you. Are you worried in the least about J-Mo to St. Brown?
No, that
Excuse me,
connection-
Goff to St. Brown.
Yeah, I got what you meant. No, that connection is still there. I just think that, as we've seen before, we rumored to sit here and spread around that I do think Amon-Ra is banged up a little bit. He's a little hurt, so maybe he's not reaching as far out to try and attempt to grab these passes from Goff. But still, that connection is still there. It's still working. I think this past Sunday, Goff should have probably went to someone else instead of targeting Amon-Ra so much in that game, trying to force it to him to make a comeback. But still, that connection is still there. It's just Amon-Ra's a little banged up, and hell, we're halfway through the season. A lot of players are banged up right now, but they're still fighting, making it through.
Listen, on the 2 losses between the Eagles and the Vikings, they did not run the ball well. They had a couple of great downs that they ran the ball, a couple of great series that Jahmyr Gibbs looked terrific, of course, hitting them out of the backfield. We played that Brian Baldinger cut earlier this week, and he's like, you got to get the ball in Jahmyr Gibbs' hands, and you do. And last week, Monty looked actually like he's 100%. He looked like he had that burst, KG. Yeah. All right, I'll give it to you. Maybe you got to go back to Sonic and Knuckles again a little bit more.
That is when this team has been at their most dynamic, is when both Sonic and Knuckles are having an impact on the game. And I think they just went away from Monty in that game because Gibbs couldn't get it done on the ground. He had over 100 yards receiving, and we all know the type of threat that Gibbs is. But you still need that punch when running between the tackles, and Monty gives you that. I think they just went away from it because, you know, that it was one of those type of games to where, you know, you're not getting the support from your offensive line. Jared Goff barely, you know, has time to throw the football, and once you got in the deficit, that kind of changed the game plan a little bit. So I think they should go back to that, and they should make a concerted effort to feature both of those backs, because we all love Gibbs, don't get me wrong, but there is still a place for Monty to make an impact on this team. And we all know when those two are going, we are damn near undefeated. Like when both of those guys are putting up numbers, we are practically undefeated.
But here's the problem. Frank Ragnow is not here.
Yeah.
And he was the best run blocking center in the league. And they dominated for 2 years running the ball. And with him not there, the runs are not there. It's just a fact. Until that offensive line becomes healthy, cohesive, whatever you want to call it, I hope Miles Frazier could come in there and give him a spark, the rookie that they drafted well ahead of Christian Mahogany. And we have to hope Mahogany might be able to make a return at the end of the year. Don't hold your breath, but you never know. We might be able to see him. And then you got to hope Giovanni Manu can do good things.
Yeah.
He's on the injured list. He might be coming off. They have 8 guys coming off IR the next couple of weeks. So you're going to see some cuts coming up here. And a couple of them you're probably not going to like. But I think they need, obviously, a little change on the O-line. I do. And I think they need change on their special teams. And the good thing is you get Malcolm Rodriguez back this week. Justin, Malcolm Rodriguez back. That's got to help the special teams. And it's going to help the linebackers as well. But he is a demon on special teams.
No, you need him on special teams.
Yeah.
That unit hasn't been right the last couple of weeks. They've let up big gains in the return game. They've kicked balls out of bounds. They've missed kicks. It's been an overall mess. So
Khalif don't look right either.
No, he does not. But Malcolm Rodriguez, huge on that kickoff. He's going to hopefully help them maintain those gaps that they've been letting these return men get through. And I don't know if he's like the answer though. It's still a collective
Sure.
unit that has to improve, but he's going to raise the tides.
Dave Phipp, man, has got his work cut out for him because they have not even been close to what they used to be. Sione Vaki is a guy that they depended on. They drafted him. You know, he plays all these different positions, but he's a special teams demon. I want to see that guy start doing returns. So we'll see. Lions and Giants coming up Sunday, of course, 1 o'clock. We got you covered. We got Broder and Terry Foster in the morning, and then we got the pregame show at Second Best. It'll be Sean and me, and then we got the watch party with all the boys coming up after that. Early 1 o'clock game. Love those 1 o'clock games, guys. Absolutely love them. When we come back, we're going to hear from Aiden Hutchinson, and we're going to play a little game with KG's got something up his sleeve.
Yeah.
So make sure you keep it right here. Where do you want to go from here there, JB?
We got to hear from BlackRock and the Insurance Heating and Air.
right.
But first, let me clear up these super chats. Shout out to Silas sending in $5. He said they wore the silver pants and they played like trash. Trash, I say. If they wore all whites, they'd have
Get 'em.
Eagles.
Get 'em.
They were terrible in silver.
How about the week before when they won in silver? How about that?
I forgot somebody
Against
Nah, go-
Marcus Mariota
Hey, that
and
was a
Fat
revenge game.
Debo Samuel.
That was a revenge game.
And somebody in the chat said, sorry I lost it, but you know, the black jerseys remind you of 0-16. Well, the blue and silvers remind him of 50 years of losing. So take your pick your poison.
Well, I think they look best in the silver and blue. Anything else, JB?
Oh yeah, Silas sending in another $5. He said, "Wear silver pants, get silver pants." Era QB play. Goff was gritting his teeth, knowing that's what it took. That's what took his powers away, like Charles Barkley in Space Jam.
Yeah, man, the damn silver pants, man. I think about Dan Orlovsky when I think of the silver pants.
I am so tired of you crapping on the silver pants.
I like the silver pants, actually.
They're beautiful. They match the helmet.
The black jersey, that's one of the most beautiful
Oh,
uniforms in football.
Yeah, okay. Anything else, JB?
One more from X27 Evolution. He sends in $2.
What did they get these names for?
I have
When did
no
they get these
idea.
names?
He said, "Is J-Mo allowed to air hump the goalpost?"
No.
No,
I don't think so. You can't do any gyration, I don't think.
Any
to the
gyration.
goalpost or towards the goalpost.
I don't know, man. You want to take a chance?
Like you said, the Randy Moss one was technically not on the goalpost, but they flagged it anyway. So
What about like 2 pumps? You can't do
I don't know,
no
man.
two
no,
pumps.
no.
How,
One
I
and a
don't
half.
know.
Just do the crybaby on the field. That's all you gotta do. Just drop to the ground and hump the ground. That's it.
Stand on
Cry
your head,
baby, man.
Stand on your head like St. Brown did. Do that. Maybe get a cake like the St. Brown got last year in Rochester.
Man, they're taking the fun out of the celebrations now. Come on.
How about them all running to the opposite end zone to get on? You like that too?
Yes.
Run to the end zone and sit in front of the
I'm
camera.
tired
The
by that
defensive
point, but-
celebrations,
Yeah.
yes.
You like that?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's nice.